One of the biggest questions I hear from homeowners who are thinking about moving is, how much more house can I actually afford after I sell? And honestly, most people either underestimate it or overestimate it. Some homeowners assume they're completely priced out of the next home they want. Others start looking at homes that are far above what makes financial sense. The reality is that until you understand your equity, your payment goals, and your overall financial picture, you're really just guessing. If you're thinking about moving up in Hugo, White Bear Lake, or anywhere in the Northeast Twin Cities metro, this video will help you understand how to determine what your next move might realistically look like. I'm Boyice Williams with eXp Realty, and my goal is helping you make the right move. Let's dive in. The first thing you need to understand is equity. Equity is simply the difference between what your home is worth and what you still owe on your mortgage. For example, if your home is worth $500,000 and you owe $300,000, you have approximately $200,000 in equity. Now, that doesn't mean you'll receive that full $200,000 at closing. You'll still need to account for selling expenses, commissions, title fees, and other transaction costs. But many homeowners are surprised to discover how much equity they've built over the last several years. In fact, one of the most common conversations I have goes something like this. Boyice, I didn't realize we had that much available. That's because many homeowners haven't looked closely at their numbers in years. The second piece of the puzzle is understanding your net proceeds. This is the amount you'll likely have available after your home sells and all expenses are paid. Let's use a simple example. Suppose your home sells for $550,000. You owe $325,000. After paying selling expenses and closing costs, you might walk away with somewhere around $180,000 to $200,000 available to you for your next purchase. That can make a significant difference in what you can afford. The next factor is your monthly payment, and this is where I think people often focus on the wrong thing. Most homeowners start by asking, what is the biggest loan I can get approved for? I prefer to ask, what monthly payment feels comfortable to you? Because affordability isn't just about qualifying, it's about maintaining the lifestyle that you want. Maybe you're comfortable increasing your payment by $300 per month. Maybe $500, or maybe even $1,000. Or maybe your goal is to keep your payment almost exactly where it is today. All of those are valid. Once we know that number, we can work backward and identify realistic price ranges. Now let's talk about a mistake I see homeowners make all the time. They focus only on the purchase price, but your monthly payment is influenced by several things: property taxes, homeowners insurance, interest rates, homeowner association fees, and how much money you can put down. Two homes with the same purchase price can have very different monthly costs. That's why looking at the complete picture matters. Another thing many homeowners overlook is how their equity can work for them. For example, let's say you have $200,000 available after selling. You don't necessarily have to use all of it as a down payment. Some buyers choose to keep cash reserves. Some use a portion for home improvements. Others decide to reduce their monthly payments as much as possible. There isn't a right answer. It depends on your goals. One strategy I often discuss with move-up buyers is comparing multiple price points. Instead of asking, can I afford $750,000? Let's compare several options. Maybe we look at $650, $750, and $850. Then we compare monthly payments, lifestyle improvements, neighborhood options, and long-term value. Sometimes buyers discover that spending an extra $100,000 dramatically improves their options. Other times they realize that the difference isn't worth the increased payment. The goal isn't to buy the most expensive house possible. The goal is to buy the right house. I also encourage homeowners to think about future goals. Do you plan to stay in the home for the next 5 years, 10 years, or maybe 15 years? Will your family grow? Will children be leaving home? Are you planning for retirement? The answers to those questions should influence what you buy today, because moving is expensive. Ideally, your next move should solve today's needs and position you well for the future. One thing I love about helping move-up buyers is showing them possibilities they didn't know existed. I've worked with homeowners who thought they couldn't afford their dream neighborhood. Then we ran the numbers and realized they were much closer than what they thought. I've also worked with homeowners who discovered they could get nearly everything they wanted without dramatically increasing their payment. That's why every situation deserves a personalized plan. No online calculator can fully account for your equity, goals, timing, and lifestyle priorities. If you're wondering how much more house you can afford after selling, I'd be happy to help you run the numbers and build a strategy based on your situation. No pressure, no obligation, just clarity. Quick question. If you move today, what is the number one thing that you want in your next home? Do you want more space, a larger yard, a newer home, a better neighborhood? Drop your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're looking for. And if you'd like help determining how much home you can realistically afford after selling, send me a DM with the word move, and I'll help you create a personalized move-up plan so you can make the right move.